The poem The Cold Within is a narrative poem composed by the American poet James Patrick Kinney. The poem is seemingly simple that tells us about the tragic death of 6 people gathered around a dying fire. It inspires us to rise above the petty barriers of class, religion, and race. The poem is a gentle reminder to set aside our personal grudges, prejudices, hatred, and work towards the betterment of society. The poem illustrates how each one of us has the opportunity not only to save ourselves but do good to the other human beings. It teaches us that if we behave selfishly and do not share the resources we have, at the end we all will have to suffer the same way. The poem consists of 8 stanzas of 4 lines each. The first stanza forms the setting of the poem, and against this background the story is narrated. Now let us read out the whole poem. 6 humans trapped by happenstance in bleak and bitter cold, each one possessed a stick of wood, or so the story is told. Their dying fire in need of logs, but the first one held hers back, for of the faces round the fire she noticed one was black. The next man, looking across the way, saw one not of his church, and could not bring himself to give the fire his stick of birch. The third one sat in tattered clothes. He gave his coat a hitch. Why should his log be put to use to warm the idle rich? The rich man just sat back and thought of the wealth he had in store, and how to keep what he had earned from the lazy, shiftless poor. The black man's face bespoke revenge as the fire passed from his sight, for all he saw in his stick of wood was a chance to spice the white. The last man of this forlorn group did not, except for gain, giving only to those who gave, was how he played the game. Their logs held tight in death's still hands was proof of human sin. They did not die from the cold without, they died from the cold within. Now let us understand the poem from beginning. 6 humans trapped by happenstance in bleak and bitter cold, each one possessed a stick of wood, or so the story is told. The poet, in the first stanza, recounts a tale of 6 persons caught together in the grip of severe winter. The poet calls them 6 humans as he wants to draw attention to the gathering as specific individuals rather than as collective group. He says that these 6 humans are trapped by happenstance in bleak and bitter cold. The use of happenstance is quite ironic. Happenstance means something that happens by chance, especially when it results in something good. But here the end is tragic, thus it is ironic. So, 6 humans are trapped together by chance in bleak and bitter cold, that is, in gloomy, unpleasant, biting cold. Their dying fire in need of logs, but the first one held hers back, for of the faces round the fire she noticed one was black. These 6 humans were sitting near the fire, which was fast dying and needed more logs to be kept burning. Each one of the group had a stick of wood which could help the fire keep burning. The first human, a white woman, held her log back and did not put her stick of wood in the fire because she saw a black man among them. She did not want to share it with a person whose skin color was black. Here, her attitude shows racial prejudice, a practice of discrimination on the ground of color or race. So, this white woman doesn't give her stick to the fire, because she doesn't want that a black should be benefited by her log. The next man looking across the way saw one not of his church and could not bring himself to give the fire his stick of birch. In this stanza, the poet brings out another prejudice. Here, the second person who held a log of wood did not want to give it, as one of the persons in that group did not belong to the same religious background as he was. Religious intolerance did not allow this person to offer his log of birch wood to revive the fire. Birch means the wood of the birch tree. The prejudice overruled the need and made people insensitive for each other's needs. The third one sat in tattered clothes. He gave his coat a hitch. Why should his log be put to use to warm the idle rich? The third one, sitting around the fire, was a poor man who wore tattered clothes. Tattered means old and worn out. To protect himself from freezing cold, he gave his coat a hitch. He pulled his coat. This poor man would be feeling colder, as he had insufficient woolen clothes. But here he too was adamant and showed discriminatory behavior. He thought it quite unfair that his stick should be used to warm the lazy rich man who wouldn't have ever worked hard. He did not wish to help a person who already had enough, more than he himself had. The rich man just sat back and thought of the wealth he had in store and how to keep what he had earned from the lazy, shiftless poor. The rich man also didn't give up his log of wood. He sat there thinking of all the wealth he had accumulated. He is greedy and selfish. He does not want to share not only his wealth but also a single piece of wood with the poor man whom he thinks to be lazy and aimless. The black man's face bespoke revenge as the fire passed from his sight, for all he saw in his stick of wood was a chance to spite the white. Here in this stanza, we find the victim becoming an offender. Normally, a person who is a victim of racism is supposed to behave rationally, but due to atrocities, the violence received from the whites, the black man behaved revengefully. His face reflected his hatred towards the white people. He knew that the fire was dying, but he felt it was his time to take revenge and spite or hurt the white people. The last man of this forlorn group did not accept for gain. Giving only to those who gave was how he played the game. Here the poet talks about the last man of this forlorn group. It seems quite strange that although there were 6 people in that group, they all were forlorn. They were sad and lonely, as they were not at all connected to each other. The last man in this group had never done anything without thinking of the gains, profit, benefits. What ruled him was selfishness. He gave only to those who gave him something in return. In giving just to get, the last person also played with his life. He showed no generosity or largeness of heart. He saw that the others were not giving their logs. He also refused to give up his log and save the dying fire. Their logs held tight in death's still hands was proof of human sin. They did not die from the cold without, they died from the cold within. Here, in this stanza, we see the outcome of each individual's rigidity, prejudices, and hatred. Ultimately, the fire died out, and every individual was frozen to death in that bitter cold, but they still held their logs tightly in their hands. This was a proof of human sin. Their prejudices, bitterness, hatred, selfishness, and negative thoughts were their sins. The poet says that the cold weather did not cause their death, but they died because of cold in their hearts. The cold within suggests lack of human sensitivity, the feeling of cooperation, and lack of sympathy for anyone. The dying fire literally means the fire which is burning to reduce the effect of bitter cold. The symbolical meaning of dying fire implies the reducing of basic spirit of compassion and warmth in the hearts of people. The word dying suggests the sorry state of human values in present world. The logs of wood are a metaphor for sin. They refer to the negative attitudes or the prejudices of the people present there. They are so obsessed with their prejudices, malice, and jealousy that they forget that their basic survival is at risk if they do not use their log. If these logs are given up in fire, then these humans will be free from sin. The cold within is a metaphor for the lack of warmth, love, and brotherhood in our hearts.